Eva and Trystenne, best friends from Toronto.
Eva and I met about 4 years ago. We work out of the same gym, and we have been linked at the hip ever since. To train with us,
Be ready to work hard.
Eva and I inspire and empower those around us. Period.
Okay. Well, hi, ladies.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. So I just want to say I just watched the episode last night, and I was honestly rooting for you guys. When we saw the intro in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, these girls, are gonna get my end from Toronto.
Everybody probably thought.
Yeah, no, honestly, and I really liked your energy and kind of all the vibe that you brought in the beginning. So I'm kind of curious, what got you guys both motivated to come on the show?
Yes.
We don't get to see ourselves on TV often. Like two Black women displaying Black girl magic, being able to like empower, pour into each other, motivate each other, support each other through whatever the endeavor is. That we wanted to be able to tell that message on Canadian television. I feel like you don't see it often enough. You maybe see it in America on American shows, but in this country specifically, we don't get to see women like ourselves on TV. And it was extremely important for us to be able to go on and display Black girl magic.
Black girl magic.
I love that. Was there anything that you guys did to kind of prepare for the show?
I think we just went back and watched all of the episodes again, but I don't think you can do anything to prepare for the Amazing Race Canada, just because every show is different, every season is different, every challenge is different. And it doesn't matter your physical ability or like your mental capacity. It doesn't really matter. Everything is so different. So we tried our best to prepare, but at the end of the day, whatever they gave us, we just took it and we did the best we could with
I think we definitely focused on like sharpening our strengths, like our physical ability. Like we're obviously two very intellectual women, but I think our physical abilities is what we're kind of counting on for the show.
Yeah.
And so we try to just make sure we made sure that we really fine tuned that. We were doing our cardio, we're doing our weight training, we're doing all that stuff. We're just doing even like background information on like how to pack, even though it didn't really work, but how to pack, how to like what to expect, certain things like compasses, like little like tools that can help throughout the show, like just doing our due diligence on like those things. I feel like that's kind of how we prepared. And then we were ready to put our best foot forward, and it's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, obviously you were both very physically fit, but is there anything that you think you kind of brought to the team, kind of when you're working together, like a particular trait that each one of you brought?
Wait, to the show or for our team?
I mean, your team, yeah, for the show, I guess, essentially.
Sorry.
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah. Can we ask you again?
Yeah. Is there like a special, because, like I said, both of you obviously are very physically fit, but is there like a certain trait that each of you, or each one of you in particular, thought that you brought to the team to kind of try to win the show? Like, is there like a particular trait that you guys kind of would say?
I would say, I think I'll answer for Eva, maybe. Like, you brought the resilience. Like, one thing about her is one thing about her throughout the entire journey, like, she was like, Trystenne, keep going. My heart is burning, my legs are burning, my ankles are burning. Eva was like this the whole time. Keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And I think that quality in itself is extremely important to have within your team, because things can get discouraging, things can get extremely challenging, and if you don't have like your sense of self, but like traits like resilience, it's gonna be hard to push through a lot of things. And we didn't quit. I think that's like the most beautiful part about the episode. Like, regardless of what happened, there was no moment that we were like, we're not doing this. You know what? I can't do this. This is too hard. It may have felt that way, but like we just continue to push forward.
We literally fought a good fight, legit. Like, we just kept going. But I was gonna say, you were super resilient too. Like,
sister,
I was just motivating you. You didn't stop. You're like, okay.
I know. I never stopped. But I thought about it.
I love that. And you guys are like best friends, right? That's what. Yeah. Sisters. I love that you were able to kind of have each other and support each other on the show. Is there anything that you would have done differently if you could kind of go back in time?
Pack lighter.
Mm-hmm.
That is like first and foremost.
And also use our resources more. We had $100 and we didn't use that because we thought we would save it
Yeah.
for a better time, but
Yeah.
there's no better time
Then now. No,
So,
yeah, definitely
use
use our resources. I think
110%.
naturally we kind of think in like survival mode, and I think the last thing
Mhm.
we wanted to do is spend the money and then get to a point where they're like, we need the $500 that you were given at the beginning. And I think that was kind of more so our process. We knew we had the physical ability to like just keep running.
Mhm.
So instead of kind of like wasting or like potentially like using the money for something that like it was like designed for, I think we kind of like relied on like our feet, our hands, and like
Yeah.
We ran that whole
the entire leg.
leg.
We didn't take any taxis, we didn't take any
We
buses,
didn't take a bus.
Wow. Yeah.
the entire
The
thing.
entire thing.
Yeah, the entire thing.
On our feet. We put some
Yeah.
miles on those shoes.
Miles on those shoes, but
Yeah,
yeah,
great endurance.
I would say pack lighter because I think regardless of like running the entire leg on foot, we would have been able to do it. Like we
Yeah.
did it, so I think we would have been able to do it faster if our bags
Our
were
legs
lighter.
were lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great advice. Would you, I mean, obviously, if you get given the opportunity, would you both go back on the show and do it again? If you could? Yeah.
I would literally pack a water bottle and
Outfit.
extra socks. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all that-
extra
I'm
socks.
wearing the same outfit every episode. You guys are gonna see the same bust down. I'm
Yeah.
not packing any clothes. I will hand wash and dry, and if it's wet, it's wet. Like
Yeah.
literally.
We
that's-
definitely 110%.
I love that. That's good. That's good to know, you know, in case anyone, we have any future people that want to go on the show. Actually, do you have any other advice that you would want to give to any people that future contestants essentially for the show?
Just come out and give it your all. Like literally put your best foot forward. It doesn't even matter about your physical ability or your your capacity. Like literally this game is for anybody to win. They literally, it's luck. Like it doesn't matter about anything. So just come out and give it your all and do it. Find your why and your reasoning and just do it for that reason.
Wow, we haven't talked about our why. Nobody's asked us about our whys in these interviews, but yeah, I think that's a good one. Find your why because that'll push you, and I feel like that pushed us throughout
oh my god,
every challenge and every moment of our episode. But I would also say, regardless of the outcomes, continue to walk with your head held high.
Yeah.
It is such an accomplishment to just get on the show.
Mhm.
And I think that's something that like people keep asking us, how do we feel? We are so extremely proud of ourselves simply for one, being able to get onto the show. And then two, being able to like display what we wanted to display while being on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we were able to get our message across. We were able to, eloquently show the world what Black Girl Magic looks like. So I think walk with your head held high, keep pushing, and
we're so proud of ourselves, man. It was an amazing experience. And I wouldn't have done it with anybody else. So, girl, got this.
Wow. Well, thank you both for taking the time to do this chat with me, and that's everything for me. Actually, I wanted to throw in one more question. So we're all about going the extra mile. What is one thing that you guys would say, each of you, that you do in your day to day where you can go the extra mile?
In what sense? Sorry.
In anything, like what's like one thing, like how do you go the extra mile
In life. In life?
Mm-hmm.
in life? Yeah, just anything in particular. Doesn't necessarily have to be, just for the show, just in general.
They tried to.
How do we go the extra mile? I'm interpreting it. Yeah.
For me going the extra mile, because we are personal trainers, we do help a lot of other people throughout the day, and that can also be a little taxing on ourselves. But I go the extra mile by like kind of having a little self-care for myself and putting myself forward in terms
wow.
In terms of like, getting my good workout in, eating good for myself. So I literally take the time to like put the extra mile into myself, as well as pouring into other people, but putting that extra mile into myself. So in the past, it was hard to kind of find that balance, but then I learned, I said, even though you're helping other people, you still have to go the extra mile and pour into yourself as well. So yeah.
Wow, you literally interpreted
A great answer.
I interpreted it because similar to what you said, I'm like, we pour into so many lives, but we can't pour in if our own cup isn't full. And so I feel like I take the extra mile by like my devotion, my time with God, like really centering my day around God and making sure that like you set that time first thing when you wake up, and then being able to do all the other things you said, take care of our bodies like healthily, whether we're working out, we're eating correctly, we're like, people talk about like eating healthy is so important for your body, but like what you actually consume is just as important. So being mindful of like things like that, reading like books instead of always scrolling on social media. I feel like we're so aware of like certain things like that being disciplined in those areas is how we go the extra mile.
Yeah.
That was a great answer. Thank you, ladies, both for your time. That's everything for me.